Have you ever wondered why the moon sometimes appears completely illuminated, casting a magical glow that lights up the night sky? This phenomenon, known as a full moon, has intrigued humans for centuries, sparking a rich tapestry of myths, rituals, and folklore that span across cultures and time periods. From the Native American tribes who named the March full moon the worm moon, marking the thawing of winter and the start of spring, to other cultures who dubbed it the sap moon, crow moon, or Lenten moon, the full moon has been a source of fascination and inspiration. It's not just the stuff of legends, though. Some believe that the full moon influences our behavior and emotions, although the scientific evidence is sparse. While the full moon may stir our imagination and evoke a sense of wonder, there's an interesting scientific explanation behind this celestial event. So, what causes the moon to appear fully illuminated during a full moon? Well, let's dive into the science behind this beautiful phenomenon. The moon doesn't have its own light. Instead, what we see is sunlight reflected off the moon's surface. This is similar to how we see objects around us. They don't emit light, but we see them because they reflect light from a source, like the sun or a lamp. Now, imagine the sun, earth, and moon in space. They don't always line up perfectly, but they do move around in a predictable pattern. This movement and the relative positions of these three celestial bodies determine the different phases of the moon. For instance, during a new moon, the moon is between the earth and the sun. The side of the moon facing us gets no direct sunlight, so we can't see it from Earth. As the moon moves in its orbit around the Earth, more and more of the sunlit part becomes visible to us, leading to the waxing phases of the moon. When the moon is on the opposite side of the Earth from the sun, we have a full moon. The sun's light shines directly onto the moon, illuminating its entire face. From our perspective on Earth, the moon appears fully lit, a breathtaking sight that has inspired humans for millennia. After the full moon, the sunlight hitting the moon decreases from our viewpoint, leading to the waning phases. This cycle repeats about every 29.5 days, which is roughly the length of a month. So the next time you gaze at a full moon, you'll know that it's the result of a fascinating interplay of celestial bodies and the reflection of sunlight. It's not just a pretty face in the night sky, but a testament to the intricate dance of cosmic objects and the laws of physics. Did you know that the full moon of March 24th/25th has a special name? Yes, it's called the worm moon, a term that traces its roots back to Native American tribes. As winter's icy grasp begins to thaw, earthworms start making their appearance in the freshly softened soil. This natural event was a signal to these tribes that spring was on the horizon, and they commemorated it by naming the full moon that coincided. But that's not all. This moon goes by other names as well. The sap moon, for instance, as this is traditionally the time when maple sap begins to flow. Or the crow moon, named after the crows that caw their farewell to winter. And in Christian tradition, it's often referred to as the Lenten moon, shining during the season of Lent. Whether you call it the worm moon, sap moon, or simply the full moon, it's a beautiful reminder of the rhythms of nature. The full moon isn't just an astronomical event, it's also associated with various beliefs and practices. Across cultures and centuries, the full moon has been the centerpiece of spiritual ceremonies and superstitions. Some cultures view it as a time of heightened spiritual activity, when the veil between our world and the spiritual realm is at its thinnest. Intriguingly, some individuals also associate the full moon with changes in human behavior and emotions. Anecdotal accounts suggest that people might feel more energetic or emotionally charged during this time. However, it's worth noting that despite these widespread beliefs, scientific evidence supporting this moon-induced mood shift remains limited. Yet the full moon's hold over our collective imagination persists, from ancient rituals to modern-day moon parties. Its enchanting glow continues to inspire stories, songs, and even a few sleepless nights. Whether or not you subscribe to these beliefs, the full moon remains a captivating sight, inspiring awe and wonder every time it graces our night sky. In the wake of our exploration of full moon beliefs and practices, let's pivot to a lighter note and delve into the full moon's influence on popular culture. From literature to music, film, and beyond, the full moon has been a potent symbol, often associated with transformation, mystery, and the supernatural. Think of the countless werewolf stories where the beast emerges under a full moon's glow, or the romantic songs that use the full moon as a metaphor for unrequited love or longing. Films and TV shows often use the full moon as a dramatic backdrop for pivotal scenes. further cementing its place in our collective cultural consciousness. Even in video games, the full moon often signals significant events or changes. It's undeniable that the full moon, with its mesmerizing glow and the myths surrounding it, has left an indelible imprint on our creative works. So the next time you see a full moon, take a moment to appreciate not just its celestial beauty, but also its profound impact on our stories, our art, and our culture. Thanks for watching this video on Trends of World. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. And remember, the next full moon is just around the corner. Who knows what stories it might inspire?